much I wanted this to happen tonight, so thank you all for being here. And the grannies are especially a wonderful addition, bringing some lightheartedness to a difficult subject. But it's such an important subject matter. And thanks to Joan Kent for putting all of these forums together so much. And here we are again. Take it over, man.
You can have it.
But I just want to comment on why the heck are we fighting our government? Why is this happening like this? Calvin brings up the science of it. It's pretty clear. It doesn't even take it's nice to have a geologist and hydrologist around to explain it to us. But it makes common sense, right? You don't pour pollutants into your water source, and you don't sell it to people, especially corporations that are basically going to use it to put pollutants in it and put it back in the groundwater. You don't sell your frac sand, which is the source of your water. That's insanity. And here we are, and we have to fight them. We're fighting our own politicians, which is one of the most frustrating places to be in. So even when Gretchen talks about, sure, we've got an environmental movement, but this is a different kind of environmental movement. At least at that time, I was very new to the world in 1968, but I was here, and I think I caught some of the spirit. And I think that within the government, there were people that were very interested in keeping our world safe for our children. There were still defenders of our rights and science within the government. Gaylord Nelson, for example, from not 1968, a little earlier than that, but yeah, those spirits. We could go into who was there. And today, especially in Wisconsin, I don't know what the heck is going on, man. But the fact that, the reason why I'm running is really this issue of water, which is why I wanted this to happen. It's terrifying to me what's going on in the state right now with the water, because not only the things that we've mentioned, the huge list of things that Amber mentioned, the wonderful things that Gretchen's talking about, but are threatening being, there's threats to all of the increases or all of the advances that we've made, and she's noticing that. And of course, just the hard science of it. A friend of mine who's here is familiar with the River Alliance and has said that in the next session, they've pushed this legislation far, 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 and they have some legislation lined up to take water out of the public domain altogether, out of the public trust. And I don't doubt it, because you see these little attacks on basically being able to sell our water, and they sell it off, and that revenue does not come back to the state, but it goes right into their campaign coffers. And those campaign coffers turn around and buy shiny literature for them, and they buy deceptive advertising for them that people buy into, thinking that they're protecting their rights, when in actuality they're voting for people that are representing corporations and corporate profit over our interests. And that's why I'm standing up here today. And what can we do about it, right? Because of course we can all vote, and everyone here in this room, I have absolutely no doubt, probably half of you have already voted.
We're going to say that.
But we need to do more than that. We need to do more than our votes ourselves. And I'm a person who, up to this point, I really hadn't gone out and knocked on doors, and so I understand that point of view. And now that I'm here, I realize, oh yeah, that's what it takes, is getting out and talking to our neighbors and knocking on doors and signing up for a couple shifts. And the really surprising thing to me is how fun that is. How more than, you might meet some folks that are kind of down in their own life or whatever, and they're angry and they're mean or whatever, but you know that that's their thing, and you walk on and you continue finding other folks folks who are just waiting to be heard, just waiting for someone to walk in and say, what do you think about government? And give them 3 minutes. And that spark gives them enough energy to get them out the door and vote. And that's what we have to do, and not just us, but we bring a friend. So we have 29 days, which still feels like a good amount of space to get together and get out and vote. And, well, more important than that, get other people out to vote, because we were going to vote, but we need other people to come out and vote as well. So that's my challenge to us, and we have to do it for the water, because otherwise we are going to be exactly where Gretchen said, and not just about water, but about so many things. You can imagine, I can imagine, being back in 1972 and having to stand in the streets on the front lines again to defend some of these things. I don't want to be there, but I'll do it if I have to. I would prefer to go to Madison and yell and scream inside the Capitol. So help me out.